And here in our studios, we have a special guest, and I am going to love talking about this because we were just talking before we got on the air. And I said that the Southern New Mexico State Fair and Rodeo has a special place in my heart because that is a time that I realized that Southern New Mexico is the pollen capital of the state, laying down in the back of our station van, trying to figure out if my head was going to explode or my eyes were just going to fall out of my face because it was a miserable time. So my first Southern New Mexico State Fair and Rodeo when I moved here in 1995 was not of the rides or anything else like that. It's just laying down in the back of that van in misery. But we're not talking about that now because I have enjoyed so many Southern New Mexico State Fair and Rodeos since then. And we have Travis in our studios. And yeah, that's what we're talking. Southern New Mexico State Fair and Rodeo coming up September 28th.
That's right. It's 2 weeks out from today. So 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks already?
2 weeks. It's hard to believe, but we are right there. And we're very excited. We hope to build more memories for some other people, maybe a little bit better than your first experience.
It doesn't sound like it's a good memory, but it is a good memory to me. Absolutely.
Well, and I do think that's part of what makes our event so special. The people in the community have been supporting it. This is our 56th event. And so almost anyone who's ever been out there has some type of story like yours, where there's a recollection that they have or a special memory, or they did something that really sticks in their mind. For me, I grew up out there. My father was actually one of the individuals that helped establish the fair. So from the time I could walk, I was running around the fairgrounds. My kids have shown out there. Every year we get to see people that we haven't seen since the fair last year. It's just a great overall community event. And I think that's part of why we're still going after 56 years.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The memories. Like I said, there's that one. I remember trying a chocolate covered cheesecake for the first time out there. So I definitely go out there for the fair food. You never know what
the food is amazing.
Yeah. I remember going out there one time with my son, and we rode every single ride we can get on. It was just absolutely a blast for us out there. It's the rodeo action that is out there, because I'm from northern New Mexico, northwest New Mexico. We used to get rodeos like every other week during the summer out there. And it was really interesting to me that I came down here, and that was the first rodeo experience I had. And it was pretty awesome, but we don't get enough of that in there, I mean, at least in my personal opinion. But you can always count on the Southern New Mexico State Fair and Rodeo. It's in the title, so it's going to be out there. And of course, all of the different music acts that have been through there throughout the years. Like I said, I think my first year was John Conley. And then we've had Sleep at the Wheel, I remember, was a really great one. We've had a couple of was it America's Got Talent winners through there, or second place finishers? I can't remember what his name. Bucky?
Yeah, we've had some great entertainment over the years. Last year, John Anderson did a fantastic, put on a tremendous show.
I was really upset. I think I was traveling that weekend and I didn't get a chance to see that show, but he's one of my favorites.
Yeah, and this year we've got for our main stage Saturday night, we got William Michael Morgan. We think he's going to put on a fantastic show for us. And then on Friday night, we've got Jason Boland and the Stragglers, which, I mean, when you talk about just pure Texas red dirt country, that's really what they symbolize. And so I think for those fans, Friday night's going to be a great night. And as you said, the rodeo, we have 2 nights of PRCA, professional rodeo, which you don't see a whole lot in our area. And then we're bringing back the ranch rodeo on Thursday.
Awesome.
And that is just a neat thing, because it really is geared more towards what the actual working of cattle and what cowboys and cowgirls do on ranches. And so that's a really fun event. If you've never seen a ranch rodeo, I mean, they have wild cow milking contests and some other
I didn't know we had wild cows out there. No.
So that's a great event to come out if you want to see something a little different than just the traditional rodeo. That's on Thursday night, and that's a great event as well.
Yeah, there's so many things to do with the fair. That I think that's why it's 5 days, because you can't just get everything done, it seems like, in one in one shot right there, because there's always something going on. I would actually go out there for 2 days. I'd go out there to get the food and the rides and enjoy all that other stuff, but then the live music, of course, at night, and then just going out to all of the exhibits that are up there with the kids and the animals and all the other stuff they do, I think is a blast. I love to walk around and see those. And then, of course, some of the special stuff that you bring in, like this year, I think you've got, what is the Brigade FM X Freestyle Motocross? What's
right.
that?
Those are the guys that are doing backflips on their motorcycles. You know, they set up ramps and they're jumping and doing just all types of amazing aerial feats with their motorcycles. We have Puppy Pals. You mentioned you know, America's Got Talent. Puppy Pals is a canine comedy show. I think they made it to the semifinals a few years ago. So we're real excited to have them. And the core of what the fair is all about, as you said, is the youth, the exhibits, the livestock, the arts and crafts, all of those sorts of things. And so certainly that is worth coming out and watching and just supporting all the youth in our community who are still involved in those type of activities. They put in a lot of time and effort over the year to be prepared to exhibit at the fair. And so it's nice to come out and see what they've done, to watch them show their animals, and just in general continue to support the agricultural community, because that's ultimately our mission, is to support youth and agriculture within our region.
Absolutely. It's great to support that. And well, you know, we are, you know, an agricultural, I think, society here in Southern New Mexico. And in one way or another, it's going to show through at the Southern New Mexico State Fair. Now, there's plenty of stuff to see, plenty of stuff to do out there. But the question is, how do you get out there? You get your tickets ahead of time. That's what right. You do, because you're not going to stand out there waiting at the gate.
That's our new saying. Don't wait at the gate. Buy your tickets online, because if anybody that's been out there, especially Friday and Saturday night, and really most nights, if you show up, you know, 5:30, you're going to wait in line to get a ticket. And so we highly recommend you go to our website, snmstatefairgrounds.net. You can purchase tickets online. So when you get there, you can come straight in the gate. We'll scan your ticket. We'll let you in. You're not losing time waiting to buy your ticket at the box office.
Yeah, and then you can go stand in line for the next funnel cake or whatever else.
It puts you that much closer to that first funnel cake.
Yeah, exactly. You cannot avoid all of the lines, but that first big one you can do when you get your tickets ahead of time. And then, of course, that is at snmstatefairgrounds.net, where you can get those. And I heard a little birdie told me that on our Big Deals online store, we may have a limited amount of tickets that you might be able to get at a discount as well. So make sure to check that out. In any case, get your tickets ahead of time for what is going to be another great year with the Southern New Mexico State Fair and Rodeo, because it is going to be a blast, as it always is every year. You guys do a great job with it. And like I said, it's one of the big events that I look forward to every year here in Southern New Mexico and Las Cruces.
Yeah, we have more entertainment this year that's free. We're bringing in a group out of Ruidoso. It's called Knocker Balls, and so they have the big plastic balls you get in and you play soccer in. And parties. That's cool. That'll be free to the community. The petting zoo is always free. We have more daily entertainment, more local musicians playing this year. I mean, we're really trying to increase just the amount of activity and entertainment that is at no charge once you get in the gate. And so we're really excited. We hope the community comes out and supports us again this year.
Oh, I have a feeling they will. With the past few years and what we've had, you know, it's going to be one of those things where everybody's going to want to go out. They got to get out, get a good time in. And I think it's going to be very successful. I think a lot of people are going to have a blast. I know that I am going to try and sneak out there and have some fun for sure. Get in line for all of the fair foods, because I just, you know, I can't help myself. I just can't help myself. But once again, make sure that you guys are not waiting at the gate. Get your tickets ahead of time. snmstatefairgrounds.net. And thanks a lot for coming in, Travis, and letting us know about everything that's going out there at the Southern New Mexico State Fair. And thanks actually for all the great work that you guys do, because it really is an event that I think people look forward to every single year.
Well, thanks. We're looking forward to seeing you out there.
Okay. Hopefully we'll get everybody out at the Southern New Mexico State Fair and Rodeo, September 28th through October 2nd.
Hand in my hair and you said, look pretty, so devious, rolled in.